What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. So this one here is going to be an audio segment. I don't have to put the video feed on for what I'm about to say. So you know how a lot of times people say, you can't judge a book by its cover, and then they also say, like the thing is, they say that you can't tell a true person's colors until they start showing their true colors, right? That's what I'm trying to say. They got these true colors that they believe that they got to wait to see. But then they also tell you that you can't judge a book by its cover. Bro, just if you think about it, if you look at the people's faces, if you are somewhere over the age of 25 years old, you can understand what I'm saying. Most of the time, the face fits the description of their characteristics, their actions, their personality. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Let's stop that, because most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, because I swear I feel like I'm one of the rare people where you really can't tell. But I feel like I don't give off any perceptions of me, you know what I'm saying, or no personas. It's just that for the most part, I feel like people take into of my image as stereotype. So I feel like they perceive me in a stereotypical way. But not to say it's for everybody. Once they get to know you, or if they watch you see, the stereotype effect, I feel like it lasts for like maybe about a minute, but it's only going to last for a minute if you're not active. If you understand what I'm saying, it's like you're being watched, and people, they want to see your actions and reactions. If you're not paying attention, everybody is actually they're counting on you to fit into a certain wave, so that the vibe in the environment isn't destroyed. So, mind you, they're watching your actions. You know what I'm saying? And this is where, back in the day, where, Jay-Z used to talk about, you got to learn how to move in a room full of vultures. You got to learn how to move in a room full of snakes as well, because, they're watching you. They're watching your responses. And usually when people stereotype you, they're going to automatically assume one thing, unless you are active, like I said. And when you're active, you can't be on and off. You can't be active for 1 minute, because they're going to watch you for the whole time, to be honest with you. Mind you, if you're not staying on the active wave, then they're going to start watching you. But the thing is, it's like you can carry the wave by being active in a positive manner, which meaning in leadership form, in, responding to the environment and the environment's persona with leadership, with respect, with, knowing how to conduct yourself, because at the end of the day, literally, check me when I tell you, that's all everybody really checking for at the end of the day. At the end of the day, is if you just cool. If you cool, you see what I'm saying? So that is the persona that you must put off if you are in a situation where you are one of those select few who are stereotyped and such and so forth. So I know that it's unfair and this, that, and the third, but it's only because they expect more out of you. You know why they expect more out of you? Because they follow you. They feed off of your spirit. And just like the rest of the world, they really literally feed off of the aura of our community, Doug. The reason why a lot of the situations is taking place in the world today is because they follow in their mirrored image of everything we do. They're all their actions and responses of us as of us. So if our women act a certain way, their women's gonna act a certain way. If our men act a certain way, their men's gonna act a certain way. It's almost like follow the leader right in front of your eyes, but you can't see it because they painted the leaders to be false. But they're really still following the leader, bro. So this is why it's important that you must be in leadership form. So when you put on a spotlight and they're mad at you, it's because you're not taking the lead. Do you understand now? Because check this out. They was going to be mad at you either way, cuz. So you might as well see the respective form when it's different when you operating in that leadership form. And this is wherever you go. I'm telling you how to move in the room full of snakes. If you're going to be in a room full of snakes and you're not a snake, then who must you be? You have to be the snake handler. There's nothing else you can be. You understand? So the snakes are trained not to bite if you trained how to handle them. Get it? They are giving you your shot. They're giving you your opportunity every time they stare at you. That's what the stares are. That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for you to lead the environment. If you don't believe that, bro, I don't know what else to tell you. Because, bruh, listen, they're all waiting for you to take leadership form. It's not literally a game. It's not for play, right? And it's not just for show. They've been waiting for you to be that person. But remember, leadership form, someone who's respect-worthy, respectable, honest character, driven, ambitious, kind, loving, caring. Not the kind of person that wants to be friends with everybody, because you're not concentrating on anybody. But your composure and your leadership form, because you on stage, you cannot cater to one individual. Mind you, if one looking, they all looking. Mind you, they're all going to be looking, particularly here, there. So you got to mind yourself, you're being watched at all times. So at all times, you must be presenting yourself as a leader, not a follower. Don't follow what they're doing. You must stand out, because when you do stand out, that's when they follow. Think about it. Yeah, they're going to try you here and there, because a leader has to be able to lead under pressure. So that's literally just them, Now, mind, it's not like they come hard at you the first round, bro. They don't really just come hard at you like that. Like, I'll tell you like this, right? Like I said, you're being in a respectful form. Now, if you was acting, disorderly, I could see how easily somebody can come and check you. And I mean, just one of them. Understand me when I'm telling you this. But they never checked in anything that's out of order, bruh. Even in general, even the demons ain't checking nothing that's in order. They're not checking anything that's organized. If they're observing you and you feel like it's pressure or hate, it's because they want you to turn up. They want you to turn up what you got, not what they got. What you got. They're more interested on what you have right now because it's something they ain't never did. It's more people of value to them to see you express yourself in front of them because they could feel that aura, and it helps them like medication to one day they may feel like, I got a little bit of that. I want to go do that too. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to have that charisma. And a lot of people understand that they just don't have it because of the way the world makes them feel. But in actuality, it's because they're not taking the proper steps to be who they're supposed to be. You can't see the show playing out in your face, but that's really what it is, cuz. I mean, we've been doing these researches on these subjects for years. Notice how I call them subjects, because that's exactly what they've been to us for so long. And I mean, me and the homies, think about it. When we are doing our demonstrations and we're trying to get the same thing they're trying to get out of us, certain actions, responses, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Different shit. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, the other hand is as well as calculated, just as they seem, and they are in sync. And it's because you are on stage. When they say the world is a stage, yeah, but for who? Who is the stage for? Well, it's for the stages for the people who are being stared at. You know, when Tupac felt like it was him against the world, how could that be when this 2024 and they still ringing his name? Him against the world. Nigga, the world was with you, cuz. He didn't see that. He felt the world was a stage, but the stage was his. That's why they expected more out of him. It's just like when you the best running back on a football team or the quarterback, you know, the coach is gonna have it hard on them guys because he expect the most out of them. You know, so maybe here and there they may feel unappreciated or undervalued, but that's really not what it is. It's because they already see the potential in you. If you ain't looking at it that way, I don't know what to tell you, because I promise you this. If you exercise giving them some form, giving them, and I mean, not no try to be gangster gully shit. I mean, the form as a man, structured, have it to, you know, get your shit together. You just have to be organized in thought. Stop getting the feeling of anxiety. Oh, everybody's watching me. So what? So fucking what? They're watching you. They're already rooting on for you with their eyes. Do you understand that a view is a root? Because people don't even have to take time to look at you. So something about you must interest them. Is that a bad thing? Because if you really look around, it's not nobody really looking at you with a mean look. Like they don't even know you. You see what I'm saying? So it's you. Your perception has to change of the world. Your perception, like I said, in these times when you put yourself in these certain situations or categories or whatever, you're gonna have to change your perception of the world for that particular stage, because now you have invited yourself to be a guest on that stage, because that's what you are. Come on now, you already know it. So they're giving room for the guests. Now, if you don't have your presentation correct, don't come. Don't come. You haven't spent enough time in isolation to find out who you are, because that's who you're supposed to be presenting. See what I mean? This is why it's important to practice isolation here and there, because when you go out, you have to go shine that light, and it got to be a strong light. It's got to be a decent light. It's got to be a sturdy light. I know that sometimes I could be like this, that, and the third, but like I said, I have certain parts about me that is what it is for that time or for that, you know, that message. And I already know the vibe is out there. And I know because I always hear from certain people, usually when it's that vibe anyway. And it's like, it's crazy because we all feel that. And guess what else? We ain't the only ones that feel that. You know who feel that? God feels that. God feels that because God is inside us and we are from him and we're connected to his spirit and spirit is inside us. So we are feeling what he feels. And they hate us because they hate him. And his spirit is inside of us. So of course we're going to feel that. So as men, because we're going to be held responsible, we have to come up with a conclusion, and we got to come up with a conclusion together because we're all going through this shit together. So why wouldn't you fix it together? You don't know how you're going to fix it until you come together. And you'll be surprised on the things, and let's say miracles. Because when we come together, dog, we don't just create shit. We make miracles, dog. We make miracles and make miracles happen. Like, just way too easy, man. God is literally on our side. Like, man, come on, dog. Like, it's not nothing that he wouldn't do for us. Whether we was in heaven or not, cuz, it wouldn't matter. If we was completely subjected to the will of God and we was under his word and obeying him and walking the way, having the fruits of the spirit and everything like that. And that's what you're going to need to practice on. You're going to need to practice on having the fruits of the spirit when you're in your isolation time. Because when you go out to these places, that is what you're sharing. That is what you're sharing. That and that alone. You're not sharing you. You got to put yourself out of the way. I'm telling you what's going to work. I'm not telling you something that's going to be hated on, Doug. If you're genuine, is love. Love conquers all things, right? If you walking in love, right? And this is how you got to walk. That's why they say be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You feel me? That's why they're saying that. Because it's saying, but it doesn't mean that just because you move in harmless that you are harmless. Anything can hurt something, or, you understand what I'm saying? It's just saying that's the way you should move. Move. You see what I'm saying? So, like, unless you on a battlefield and, you know what I'm saying, or you talking to your soldiers or whatever, bruh, like, that's different, bro. That's training. That's exercise. That's something else, man. If ain't nobody else doing, that's what we doing. Iron sharpen iron shit, right? Cool. And even sometimes when I got situations or personal issues, dog, sometimes I might just scope a nigga out that I think might have, you know what I'm saying, those situations, right? And it could be like with dealing with women or something, you know what I'm saying? I just might actually even might be a little older than me or something, but I'm gonna go ask him like, hey man, like, hey, you no disrespect, nothing, you know what I'm saying? But real talk right now, you married, you a married dude, or, you know what I'm saying? You got family and everything. And be like, yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, I just had a question or whatever, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do it or whatever, but it could be helping the situation right now. You know what I mean? And I start off with something like that, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we gotta allow each other, even as men, to know the way you gonna help iron sharpen iron is if you're not walking around acting like you Superman with an S on your chest. You ain't gonna problems. You gotta start expressing yourself, cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Yeah, dog, when you express yourself don't mean you a fucking bitch, nigga. It means you're a fucking man. You got these women expressing themselves and y'all not expressing yourself, and look what it make them look like. Get the fuck out of here with that, bro. Is you kidding me, bro? Yeah, niggas, like, come on, man. Who done told y'all that expressing yourself makes you a feminine nigga? A bitch nigga, dog? Nah, that's telling the world, like, look, man, I'm gonna paint the picture for me. These are things you must know about me. Let me give you a little bit of my book. Let me give you a little bit of my story. I'm not hiding shit, cuz. Fuck, I'm hiding. Huh? I mean, if I am hiding anything, it may be things that adults do that we won't do in front of kids, or say, you know what I mean, certain conversations or something. Like, that's it. That's it. But other than that, I mean, what are we really hiding, man? Why are we afraid to walk around and be who the hell we supposed to be, bro? I love being who I'm supposed to be because I feel like at every moment I'm doing that, I'm branding me, man. Figure out what you want to be before you start branding yourself, though. Because don't start branding some bullshit. Because that's going to get you clapped up out here. We're going into some other times right now. You're supposed to be, like I said, you know what I mean? Why is a serpent harmless as a dove? You know what I'm saying? We agree to these things. As far as, you know what I mean, when you put in place and you have to have this composure when you conducting yourself amongst civilization. Because don't get it fucked up. Shit might look crazy out there, but we still amongst civilization. Like children and respectful people. Still. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have that part as well. You know what I'm saying? You can't overboard anything when it comes to, you know, trying to keep all this other shit in line and this, that, and the third. You got to be well balanced when it comes to making these decisions, and, you know, stay sober, because, you know, if you're not sober, it's gonna be hard for you to be vigilant with God having to be in your ear. Like, it's like you can't get on your joint and be like 10-4 because you ain't even hear what he said because you too drunk. You know what I mean? It's blotting you out. It's blotting you out. And like I said, like I might drink wine here and there, bro. Like I don't drink. I'm not a real drinker. I hate alcohol. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody else who drink alcohol. You know what I mean? Whatever their twist is, it is what it is. But I hate it. I mean, one time I was 20 years old, I got like way too drunk for that. It was just, you know what I mean? I just hated it after that. It's like, we all have our issues with something that we just like, fuck that, I ain't going anymore. And that's that. I mean, that's all it is. But other than that, it's just little sips of wine here and there. But, you know, you can't be super intoxicated and trying to be conducting an authorized, in manners where you are authorized to be capable for certain things. You know what I mean? And that's not going to work out well in the reputation as far as order goes, because God does everything in decency and order, and, you know, he'll have you in the back of the line before you have him, you know, fucking his shit up. You know, you be in the back, but and that ain't really where you want to be, because when he put you in the back, that means you're not really upstanding, you're not really outstanding, you're not really standing up. You know what I'm saying? You're really not as committed as he want you to be. Like, for me, I know that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's okay, because I know we all have our falls and, you know, our slips and this, that, and the third. But when I mean, like, man, slipping, sometimes I'll be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because I sometimes get overwhelmed with just how much we're up against, or how much. And it's like, yo, I got to take it easy on myself, because I was always like that. I felt like I was always I don't want to say it, but overachiever or whatever. I feel like this is why God punished me the most right now. But it's because I just want to get tasked, but that comes with some anxiousness, I guess. And, you know, the Bible says be anxious for nothing, you know, and I'm not, and not even to do the will of God. You know what I'm saying? Facts. He already told me that. So, and that's even the, don't be quick to fill the shoes of war, is what has been pointed out to me, and like a whole lot of other different things. You feel me? But that's me, and that's my story. But at the same time, he's caused me to see a lot of things that I can throw out there to the public, because I've already experienced certain things, and I've already got like statistical figures and just different patterns and stuff like that I just want to really, really relate to the people, because they got these cliche terms that really take away the truth. I feel like half the cliche terms, or all the cliche terms or some shit, is a lie. Just think of anything, like, you know what I mean? Like a cliche term is, the grass is greener on the other side. That's actually the cliche term. But when you realize it's really not, you got to realize and say, why do they say this shit? You know what I mean? They say that's what the cliche term was. But now we realize that it's not greener on the other side. None of the other cliche terms is that And they also made certain scriptures and verses out of the Bible cliche as well, where they got certain, they call it stand on scriptures. Nah, what do you mean stand on scriptures? Ain't no stand on, stand on the Bible, stand on the full word. Don't just be picking out certain scriptures that you want people to just memorize. You gotta get them to understand that those scriptures are connected to several passages that mean the same thing, and you got to go check out those other passages as well, because it will give you the full meaning. And just them scriptures that they be hollering out, that's cool and all, but I mean, I don't know, man. I had them, but I'll tell you what they kind of did do. They kind of had me thinking I knew something about the word of God when I ain't really know shit, man. That's all I'm going to say straight up, bro. Now, them stand on scriptures come into play now. Yes, they do. But, bro, I wasn't seeing the full truth, whole truth. So help me God. I wasn't seeing that. Dig? I wasn't seeing that at all. So I don't know, man. I realized as soon as I get into the scriptures, God will guide me through everything that it is that he needs me to see for whatever particular time. And I see that, he's always right on the money. Every time I go for it, it's always something that's related to what he's already been having me on to. And it's all in here, but it's so much in there that don't even really go to the story that I see. And I'm just like, word, I get to surf straight through this joint. You know what I mean? I like all that other stuff. I'm just like, get to skip right all through that or whatever. Cause I see what he's like skipping me through, dog. It ain't even nothing in there. It's like a whole bunch of, I don't know. But there's the things that's in there that everything's in there. Everything's in here. Somehow everything's in here, bro. I feel like it's impossible almost, because I'm starting to think now as I'm flipping through the Bible right now, right? I'm thinking like, damn, like this book seems so much bigger than it actually is. This book is supposed to be like damn near the size of me. But it's in here, this little bit. This is almost unimaginable, dog. But it's crazy. It's like unlimited words. It just keep popping out, new stuff popping out all the time, dog. Like, what's up with that? That is the coolest thing ever. Feel me? You can't even tap no scriptures on you, dog. Can't even do that. That's the last thing you want to do, to be honest. Because you're not supposed to ink the word. You're not supposed to ink on your body, and you're not supposed to, you shouldn't put the word of God on you like that. That's like blasphemy. You know what I mean? Because this word is the spirit. It's not meant for your flesh. It's meant for the spirit. And to put it on your flesh is fucking blasphemy to the whole, to your soul, dog. To your own soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even supposed to do that. And to do it with ink, it's just, I don't know, man. People, the type of things that they do, and then we go to run and go tell them, and then they want to start tripping out, talking about, oh, every time I do this and that, it's like, dog, because you walking in sin and you don't know it, nigga. You know what that means? That means everything you do is sin. Yeah, of course you're going to be mad till you give yourself your life over to God. Because I'm going to be checking your ass on every single step. Yo, you did this. Yo, you did that. Yo. When the reality is, if you are stuck already, and I was watching a little TikTok earlier, and the bull said this, and he was talking about how that movie Let Me In, and it was like holding that hand and that whatever. and it was letting the spirit in their body. They didn't understand that girl, when she did that, she had died. And the boy, he figured that out, but he was like, yeah, and she's in limbo, which I call purgatory or whatever, but you could call it limbo or whatever. But basically, like he was saying, she's already dead. She's living her life in the past already, but she's already dead. She's just living the rest of her life out in the past, because she already is sold. Remnants of Lost Souls, the dark room with the black shadows I was talking about, or whatever. That's like, I guess in the heavenly realm or whatever. But that's where their souls is already at, bro. So they're just sitting there. They're not even in hell yet. They're not even there yet. They're just sitting there, and they're like, they're waiting to go to hell. And the crazy part is that I saw the souls knew, because they were crying. So they must have knew they was going somewhere bad. You feel me? That's all I'm saying, bro. We dealing with remnants of lost souls on this planet right now, as we speak. And I swear, God also allowed me to see that in that TikTok video, because I don't know if most people can understand what he's saying. And they know it looks cool that he came up with that conclusion, and however he figured out why the deer and her standing over the deer. I don't care how he figured it out. I already seen this in the vision the other day. And then I knew that now these people were stuck down here dead. It's crazy. All these people that you can't make no sense to, they're already dead and gone. Like in the future, they're dead. They're just living the rest of their life out right now. And they don't even know it. They already dead and judged. It's crazy, bro. This is how crazy Judgment Day is. That some people on this planet. Yes, I know that the apocalypse and these other things hasn't happened yet. Yes, no. But who said that Judgment Day was just that one day thing? Obviously, because we're all up in front of God right now. Get you no lie. So this all is part of Judgment Day. This is the whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? So, because if it wasn't, why would they already be under a strong delusion? That means he's already placed judgment on them, dog. For him to already put basically a curse on them, say, that's it, you ain't undoing it. You think you're going to undo it? Feel me? Right. So, what would you call that? Yeah, sounds kind of scary, huh? It's already going on. You feel me? So you got to watch your steps, because you already in the courtroom, cuz. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They're in the courtroom. And you know those bailiff guys? They take them, and they go put them in the transport so they can be sent off. You know what I mean? It's crazy what's happening out here. So why do you think that God is just letting these people just linger amongst us? Huh? Why you think that he would just put them in limbo already and let their body just linger amongst us? Why do you think he would do that? Think about it. Think about it, bro. He's waiting for something that he's going to get out of y'all regardless. And because a lot of people didn't want to sacrifice their life to live for him, he's going to make it clear that they're going to have to sacrifice something. And I'm telling you, we're all going to be living that. We're all going to go through that, and we are going to live that. All of us. But the ones who he appointed to have prosperity at this time, the ones that he promised, And the ones that held on to the faith, obedient, took the blows to the chin, the darts at the heart, shots in the back. To those people, he's going to give a great reward to in the midst of all this and then to come, right? So hold on to your no worries. Keep on to the same faith you had because things seem to be looking good for you. You know that. And you know who it is. Exactly. Because if it was up to Satan, bro, you would be destroyed. If you was in the hands of Satan, you would also be destroyed. I mean, there ain't no other way around this in this world. You got to understand who's and who ain't. And we all know that we God's people because God, he been taking care of us. We look forward for him to take care of us, and we expect him to take care of us. I know I do. And he knows that I have that great expectation for him to be who he is, bro. Do you understand? I'm happy he is who he is. Why would I have that expectation? That's like people waiting for Superman. They're like, as soon as he show up in the sky. Why? Because they're expecting he's getting ready to do something great at a destructible time or something. You know what I mean? They just feel safe, nigga. Like they just, you understand? You can't expect that. You ain't got faith. I don't care. I do. You feel me? I know he's going to do his job, and he already knew. I've been saying this about it. Because we can expect that he gonna show up. We can expect that he gonna be there. It's a lot of things that we can expect from him. Period. So we just put the cap on it, dog. Like, there's no cap on it. Like, nah. You can expect all things is possible when it's coming through him, dog. You can expect that. So, it don't matter what dimension you was in. If we had to walk through hell right now to get out of this, bro, guess what? All we're going to pass by is remnants of lost souls that are on the way to burn. And we're going to walk straight to the light. But it's going to feel like we fell in a deep, dark tunnel. And I'm going to give you this one skit that I got. It's about 7 minutes called Remnants of Lost Souls. You probably enjoy it a lot. But it's going to feel like you fall through this tunnel. It's been a bad accident. And it's like we died. But we go through this dark pit just to be guided by angels through the darkness, the demons, the lost souls. We can't see nothing but light. I mean, there's terror in the halls. You get afraid once before you led to a way out. A way to the light. And you say, which way do you go? Which way? Which way? But which way is the light? Straight. So just keep on going, dog. All I could tell you is follow the light. You know? I mean, it's not a spoof. It's not a game. Only those who are attracted to darkness and attracted to those who walk in darkness will get lost. Because once you turn away from the light, in the midst of that, it's gone. It's crazy. And that's literally the life we're getting ready to be living in moments. Right now, we're at the scene before the car accident where it slams on brakes. Skirt. And you smell there could be fear. You don't know how bad it's going to be. But we're only at that part right now. We didn't even crash yet. You dig? See, it's after the crash when everything happens. And then you'll smell what I'm talking about. Okay? But other than that, I have a I have that skit for you. It's a little bit more dreamier than I'm presenting it to be right now. I know it's a cool story. I designed it. But it's also the story that you will live. So stay tuned on one of my next jaunts and look out for it. It's going to be called Remnants of Lost Souls. We're going to talk about that too after I play the skit. I know this is a 40-minute video, so we're getting ready to check up out of here. We're going to pick up on this topic. It will roll into the Remnants of Lost Souls. Till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace and love.